So what inspired me to make this video was the Reddit Ask Me Anything that id Software has done 2 weeks ago, and from what I've noticed is that id Software seems to heavily rely on SnapMap as the future for Doom. I was really hoping they would make an expansion to the campaign because it is the best part of Doom, and more of it would be great, but I am not too bummed out about not having any expansion. The campaign alone to me does have enough replay value to keep me coming back. And speaking of campaign, after I'm done with this remake I'm making in SnapMap, I'm going to go back to campaign and just take a break from mapping. This map I'm currently remaking is a pain, and I feel like it's time for me to take a break because the next map is going to be another map I can see myself taking a while to finish, and you just gotta take breaks from time. I really think this map is the hardest one I'm working. Like, I really did not expect myself to put in a lot of hours and not even getting close to being done. It's that much of a pain to remake. You will eventually see what map I'm remaking. It's another map from Perdition's Gate, but it's one of my favorites, and I'm really glad I can be able to remake this map because I always wanted this map to actually, come to life in SnapMap. It's a pain to make, but it's gonna be awesome once you finish it. Just like map 18, where that was one of my favorites, Doom 2 maps, and just being able to bring it to life in SnapMap was extremely rewarding, and I think this map is going to be exactly like that. So campaign DLC is pretty much dead, but the fact that id Software is trying to make campaign-like missions in SnapMap as their featured maps makes me wonder how long do they plan on supporting SnapMap. Not only that, these featured maps are pretty much updated on a daily basis. The next DLC will be the last DLC for multiplayer, and I know the SnapMap leak from months ago confirmed we would have at least 4 big updates. Not only that, some of these updates seem to be true too. We did get a Hell module update and Classic module update. I have no idea what is White Collar and what it's about, and the 4th one is unconfirmed. It seems like Doom is starting to reach its end with its post-launch support, and I believe we will get another Doom in maybe 2 to 3 years. I'm sure the game is successful right now, and I think id will most likely come back to it. I don't know if Rage is ever going to see a sequel, since I am aware that id Software hasn't pulled the plug out of that game yet, but I have a feeling Doom is most likely going to come back once the new Quake is done, since it's been getting more success than Rage. Now I want to talk about SnapMap. If both id and Escalation Studios really plan on only releasing 2 more big updates, I really hope they go all out on it, because it's been a fun experience seeing what we're making out of SnapMap, and I would like to see more updates because I really believe SnapMap can be the best in-game editor you can use. There's so many great things about it, but it also has its faults or just some things that I want to see them fix. But that's for another video. In its current position, SnapMap is still a pretty good editor to my eyes, but it's so close to being solid with just some of the right tweaks and obviously needing more updates. I really don't know if SnapMap will have more support after those 4 updates. I noticed the big updates happen every 2 to 3 months approximately, so it's almost a year of support. I'm sure after the 4th one, both Escalation Studios and id Software will probably move on. I'm sure a lot of you guys who invested a lot of time in your maps would like to see them support SnapMap after the 4 big updates, but I pretty much knew its support would eventually be gone. If they somehow managed to keep on updating SnapMap after the 4 big updates, I think that's awesome for sure, but since I really feel like SnapMap is getting close to its end, I just hope the last 2 updates will push it to becoming the best in-game editor you can possibly have in the game. I always hear a lot of fuss about Halo 5's Forge, and I played around with it a little bit, and it seemed a lot more complex and powerful than I remembered in Region 4, but SnapMap does got its advantages too, like having AI or being able to search in public matches. I also hope it lives up to all the hype and promotion that id Software has stated before the game was released. I really did not expect to see myself investing a lot of time into making maps, or did I, realize that SnapMap would evolve from a tool that's made out of presets to having that, but now with custom geometry. I've done so much with SnapMap, and I cannot believe with some of the maps I've done when I retrospect the maps I made with SnapMap and the possibilities I was able to pull off.